Hello and welcome to Spirit World Insights. I'm Jackie, and I had a plan today to come out and do a March update, energy insight update from the Entourage. And I had an idea that I was going to go to a specific spot, but I kept getting distracted because I was following Moose Poo the whole time. And the temperature has dropped here so much that it froze everything. I couldn't tell the direction that the prints were going. And then by the time I got to where I was going to do the video, there was nowhere to sit down. So I had to change my course and come a different direction, which has led me here. Which, as soon as I got to this path, the avalanche lights are flashing like, the path is closed because avalanches are a hazard today. And it was one thing after the other. And I realized once I sat down here that the Entourage is like, this is what March is all about. So here I am on March 1st, giving you guys a March update. And all along the journey to get right here where I'm sitting, I've been learning the messages that the Entourage wants to bring through. And I realize I'm so pumped. It's cold. I don't know what the temperature is right now, but it's cold. So yeah, it is what it is. So let's think about this. I'm gonna let them channel some insights as to the different things that I came across on my way here, because I believe that each one of the things that I noticed has meaning to it. So again, the first thing that I recognized was a fork in the path. You could go left or you could go right. So when we think about the choices that we have, you've always got more than one choice. And what they're relating that to right here, right now, is, are you going to stay on 3D path? Or are you going to change your perception, raise your consciousness, and go into a 5D path? Or maybe you want to just take the 4D path and bridged between the two. But nonetheless, there's going to be a choice to be made. What direction do you choose to go? I hope that by now, I know that some of you might be brand new. Maybe this is the first video you've ever watched. And if so, hi, welcome. Thank you again to all of the new subscribers. But if you have been watching me for a while, then you know by now that consciousness is the choice that we are being asked to make in order to raise the vibration of our energy so that we can continue to manifest the reality that we want. It allows us to stay in a neutral space instead of in a chaotic space where we don't see our options, where we don't feel comfortable, or we're dealing with way too many maybe ascension symptoms, maybe drama and trauma in the environment around us. And it's creating an inner confusion. I've heard a lot of people talk this past week about confusion. So when we choose to come out of that 3D perspective, I always relate it to the pool. Are you in the pool with everything where you can only see what's around you? Or have you at least gotten onto the diving board on a 4D perspective where you can see the other side of the pool? Can you go even higher into an aerial view into 5D and higher so that you can actually see options? So that's what they're talking about when in relation to the path that I was on that literally split. Okay, next it was the moose poo. And it was lots of it. I want to say that I probably ran into probably 6 or 8 different areas of all on the same trail. So keeping that in mind, the trail that you've picked, the timeline, the perspective of consciousness that you've chosen, if you're constantly running into moose poo, well, no, that was funny, into what would be symbolic of poo, okay, here's where my mind went in the moment. And again, it's got to be symbolic. Okay, my mind in the moment was, do I need to hesitate? Is this new or is it old? Like, was it fresh or was it hours, days, weeks old? Which mine was fresh, okay? It was like it probably hadn't happened that long ago. So these are questions you might ask yourself when you start seeing the poo or the warning sign. Because for us out here, it's a warning sign. It's like, there's a moose on the trail. So when you're getting these warning signs that say there's something either on the same trail or there's something up ahead, or maybe just something you need to be cognizant of, observing, in other words, in March, that you weren't expecting to be on the trail. You're like, I'm setting out on the trail and this is my agenda, this is my plan, and all of a sudden you're getting warning signs. That doesn't, oh yeah, see, they kept telling me, don't turn around, don't go back, you don't need to go back, keep going forward. And I'm like, but there's moose poo. And they're like, keep moving forward. Sometimes it might be something to recognize and be aware of, but it doesn't mean stop. That's why you really want to check in with your heart center. Again, choose that higher perspective of consciousness to go into and ask your heart, do I move forward? Do I stop? Do I turn around? What feels right to you? Yeah, okay. The moose poo. Okay, and then after the moose poo, what was after that I ran into? Okay, yeah, they want me to actually, like, before I even hit the trail, I had my ski boots on and I was walking to where I was going to put my skis on and I slipped on the ice, and they're like, and that happened at the very beginning, and they're having me go back to that. So they're saying that's irrelevant too. March is going to be slippery. It's going to have some unexpected falls, and that's not to put you into fear. It's to put you into observance. Maybe there's some preventative measure that you can put into place in order to make, like me, I could have put crampons, like these ice grippers, on my ski boots before I headed out. Maybe that would have been the right preventative measure for me to take. But if you happen to experience, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I mean, they're talking, okay, if you happen to experience one of the falls, then just remember that you're going to be able to get back up and you're going to be able to continue moving forward, creating the reality that you desire. But they want you to deal with the fall in the moment. So before I even got up off the ground, I pushed all of the sensations I felt where I hit, because I hit on my right hip. And I just pushed all of those thoughts, feelings, emotions, memories, sensations of the experience, and I pushed it back into the ice with love. And I just say, back to love, back to love, back to love. I do it 3 times. And I take everything in that moment so that it doesn't get stored in my body and then create a bruise or create issues with my leg, right? Or the hip itself. And this is, in my opinion, the best and most 100% works 100% of the time healing technique. I've taught it in other videos. It's amazing. And I gave it all back to the ice. And then my guides were like, okay, get up. And I got up and shook it off, right? And am I okay? And they're like, yep, you know. And then along the trail, I just continued to do some healing with myself. I was balancing the left and right hemispheres of my body. I was leaning on the trees and loving on the trees and thanking them for helping me to heal my hip, you know. So there are things that you can do on your journey that can help you, even though you may have fallen. It doesn't mean that it's the end of the journey for you, necessarily. Yeah, so that's interesting. They're saying sometimes the injuries that people have from these falls may feel like they are, but to remind you, you've never been given anything more extreme than what you can handle. Creator knows what you can handle, because that was a contract between you when you incarnated here. You're not going to get more than you can bear, and you have the tools in your etheric toolbox to keep moving forward. Oh boy, it's been a big message in February that has been highlighted for March, is to believe in yourself. Believe in your body's capability to heal. What they're saying right now is, if you fight for your limitations and believe that you are not capable of being in alignment with your body to heal itself, then you will struggle and process information much slower. The purging time and the integration time of the new information that comes in and the awakening of your DNA will take longer. So your belief in your relationship with your body and its ability to heal is very important. I feel like there's so much more to say, but I'm not going to today. I feel like that's a whole video within itself. So let's get back to the symbolism for March. What was the other? Oh, thank you. Okay, and then two more things. Okay, so when I got to the end of that trail and to another trail, there was a train. Some of you may feel that's interesting, because the last video that I did the other day, I think on the Clear Vibe channel that I have, I was reading something from Elizabeth Peru. She also does energy updates, and she said something about it will derail you. Like, if you don't believe in your capacity of something, you will be derailed. And I ran into, I knew there was a train track, but there was a train there, and that's not really normal. That they're sitting there like that. And so, yeah, the Entourage is saying, be aware that sometimes there will be larger, what's the word you want to use for train? Oh, like larger and more powerful modes of interference. Okay. Within your motivation of moving forward. And when those larger, bigger, darker things come in and they try to poo-poo or diminish your energy in moving forward on the path that you have chosen, or the reality that you are choosing to manifest, they're like, go around them. Because what they did is they said, take your skis off and go around it. And that's what I did. So the symbolism is there will be a way around those things that end up getting in your way as you're moving in the direction of the thing. Okay, and then the last thing that I hit again was the avalanche flashers going off. Avalanche, that just means, hey, this path, could have, sorry about the wind, you guys, could have a potential avalanche. So when things start, you just got to be really careful. You want to be observant. You want to watch out. Again, preventative measure. Make sure you have your etheric toolbox with you and that you are confident. Oh yeah, they're just basically saying be prepared. Be prepared. Be prepared and confident. It's not like, you guys, this is not a message of, oh my God, we need to fear March. Yeah, there's going to be some slippery slopes in March, but it doesn't mean not to go. It doesn't mean not to be on the trail. Hey, baby, do you want to be in the video?
No,
do you?
No, wait, what's this?
Dogs like to be in the video.
Oh, hey.
Mo's like, I want to be on tape. You want to be on tape, Mo? Do you want to say hi to the world? Yeah. Yeah. See you later. I know him. So, you know, it's, again, it's unexpected joy. Do you see the dog was like, it's okay. You know, March is going to be okay. It doesn't mean that we have to fear, that we have to stop, that we have to turn around and go back. No, we find, I love the fact that Mo came and did that. It means that we have to find the joy. We have to pull it into our heart. We have to pull up those bootstraps, put those ice grippers on. Bless all the chemtrails that are in the sky and send rainbow colors through them. I'm just noticing another one across the sky right now. And it's like, just hold the space. That's the last thing that the Entourage is saying. Hold the space that the highest good of all prevails. It is a common message that I have been getting for a while now, and that's what's coming through again. Find your joy, get to neutral. How do you get to neutral? You higher your perspective into a higher consciousness, right? That's going to bring you up to see your options. Find the joy there. Be preventative. Get in alignment with your higher self. Trust your body that you can process all this goo that's coming in. And if you don't, if you need help, that's when you can reach out to people like me. I've gone through all the... I've gone through it for years so that I could get to this point, so I can just process it, right? And that's what I'm here to teach you guys. I want to teach you these tools and these easy techniques that took me forever to freaking learn, but now I can share that with you to make it so much easier. So, all right, that's March, you guys. Sending you a big virtual hug. Yeah, the Entourage says, hang in there, be there. They're like, be there, hold your light. Thank you. Yeah, hold your light and be there. We will get through this. This has been interesting. Hello to March 2024. All right, thanks for watching. If you know someone else that could benefit from this, please share it. And if you've liked it, give it a thumbs up. That always really helps with the algorithms as I'm trying to understand the process of YouTube. And all right, thanks for watching. Till next time, from Alaska. Thanks, Entourage. Bye.